Jeremy Boring came this way. He met somebody he did not expect. Does that comfort you?
Who are you? Show yourself! It cannot be.
What is up? What's going on, everybody? Jeremy here from the Quartering. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. I've got a full slate of videos today. Morning show is gaining steam. For those of you that don't know, I've been doing a morning show around 9 a.m. Central. I'll probably have to shimmy that around when Steven comes back, but I've been having fun with that, so hopefully you'll join for that. But Steven Crowder made his return to, well, the internet. He announced a bunch of interesting things that I've known, have been brewing for some time. Many people are in my mentions, emailing me, asking me if I'm going to join up with Steven Crowder and his new things. All questions will be answered today. So sit back, relax, enjoy yourself. I hope your Tuesday is going well, and I hope that you'll stick with me. So Steven Crowder made an appearance on the PBD podcast with which is a Patrick David. I don't mean that out of disrespect. I see him all over the internet. He seems to have like really big, important people on his live stream. He does very good. So, you know, obviously I'm not going to be on this show at any time soon, but he had Steven Crowder on there who announced various things. Let's go to Steven's breakdown of it here. It's been a while, but the wait is finally coming to an end. Today, Steven Crowder appeared on the PBD podcast with a major announcement on the return of the Mug Club. The Mug Club will be back and better than ever. Crowder announced that it will have double the content and it will have an additional show on Fridays. Massive uptick in value. Hopefully he doesn't burn himself out. Crowder also noted that the show has had a ton of people sign up at mugclubforever.com. Everyone who signed up there should check their spam folders tomorrow, since those who signed up over the past few months will be getting a code to pre-order and get 3 months free of Mug Club. Host Patrick Bet-David also asked about the most influential conservative news sources, and Crowder said Red State Town Hall, Fox News, Daily Wire. Bet-David then elaborated that his point is that there aren't enough of them, and that this is why Crowder is creating a conservative media platform to bring new talent under his Louder with Crowder umbrella. Now, this is not dissimilar from, say, something like Daily Wire, where they have kind of a feeder of new talent. They have existing talent that pays the bills, and then they have a feeder of new talent that can get popular and then break off on their own, or maybe they can renegotiate and make a bunch of money doing that. I think this is a great thing. Obviously, I've known about this for some time, suspected, had my own suspicions of certain things. You ask certain questions, and then you don't ask other questions. Many people have asked if I would join up. Steve and I have talked about this. We'll get to that in a little bit. But, by the way, first and foremost, welcome back, Steven Crowder. I'm glad you're back on the internet. It hasn't really felt the same without you. And, I've had kind of a change in philosophy here. I was watching the live stream a little bit last night, and there's just a lot of animosity going on in the chat. People really happy with Steven. People really still mad about the Daily Wire stuff. I think, as one of the worst offenders in infighting, I'm really, really trying to just back up and say, look, if somebody's right 90% of the time on our side and, is doing good things, then maybe I don't need to focus on the few times that I strongly disagree with them. Now, there are times where I think it's worth it calling people out, because I strongly believe that iron sharpens iron. But I think now that Crowder's back, I'm hoping that the Daily Wire versus Crowder thing can dissipate and we can all get back to the correct fight at hand, myself included. Obviously, I had a yet another classic Twitter meltdown over the weekend, but I've made adjustments to just stay off Twitter, other than posting my dogs and my videos there. And I can already feel like more productive. And when I'm more productive, that means better things. Arguing at Twitter doesn't really do anything. So Crowder then explained this venture is different than all other conservative media outlets because every other show is just people talking about the news. Oh, dang it, Steven. Whereas this is about signing people who can be who they want to be and be creative within the conservative sphere. He related it to when he pitched Change My Mind to Fox News and was told that nobody would want it. Crowder elaborated that this will help reach younger conservatives since college-aged Americans aren't exactly tuning into Fox News every night. And louder with Crowder's newest venture will not be about making people fit into a box. It will be about letting their freak flag fly. Crowder can't name too many names yet, but noted there are equitable, transparent contracts in the works. So stay tuned for more details. And of course, hold on to your butts. Now, this is a very good thing. I think one of the best things commentators. So, I think I did a lot of like introspective thinking. Is that the right word for it? Monday, all night last night, really just turned off the computer, just kind of sat in a chair, pet my dog, and thought a lot about, winning, about actually making change. And one of the best ways to do that is to enlist more people in the fight. And even though I may not disagree with, I may not agree with every little thing that the Daily Wire says and does, they are a force for good. And whether or not I agree with everything, I may not agree with everything Steven Crowder says and does, he is a force for good. And he's the largest conservative content commentator on YouTube by a large margin. His live streams are massive. His YouTube viewership numbers are massive. And what he's going to be able to do now is be able to, put people over, introduce people. Like, there are very strong forces, whether you like their content or not. I mean, look at friggin' Brett Cooper. Who? Her YouTube channel is bigger than Matt Walsh's practically already. And that's because Daily Wire brought her on. She found her niche of making shorts do really well for her. She's a good looking woman. And being a pretty girl and making shorts is extremely beneficial. And that isn't to take anything away from her, but I'm just saying. And she's been very successful at that. That's an example of somebody that was essentially created by one of these companies. And now she gets to shine and reach probably more females, I guess. I don't know. That may not be a reasonable assumption. If Steven Crowder can do that and also bring in more people who would do more person on the street type interviews or comedy shows or things of that nature, I think that's good because the entertainment side of the right sucks. There are popular shows like Gutfeld now that are like a right-wing answer to all the boring Tonight Show options that regular TV has, but they're still on cable, so you still have to pay to see them. If you can create these videos and put them on YouTube or put them on, I don't know if he's building a new platform. I don't know any of that stuff. So if he's going to have them on, maybe he's working on something with Rumble. I don't know. But if you make more interesting, conservatism has to get cooler. The right can meme very well, and it can mobilize well too. But in the entertainment sphere, we have, perhaps the most important conservative, content creator putting content out there, the Daily Wire, in that, they're creating, an answer to Disney Plus, kid-friendly content that isn't pushing propaganda. Their movies, hit or miss, but they're there and they exist. And they, they've been doing it for like 6 months, and Hollywood's been doing it for 200 years or whatever. So, or 100 years. So I think Crowder, this will be great. And I 1,000% support him doing this, and will connect content creators that I think just need a chance to grow with him. Now, will I be joining him? Well, I have had conversations with him about a show that I want to do that would require a little different platform and will require some financial investment and some like actual technical know-how that I don't know how to do. I don't have the equipment for it. Because, you know, I'll just be honest with you. Like I would love to see a show. I'll just put it out there, because you know what, if I don't do it, maybe someone else can do it. I would love to see a show like Conan back in the day, but like not like, there needs to be more content between droning on about how, you know, everything sucks and just like pure entertainment. And I think that there's an opportunity on the right for more of that stuff, and Gutfeld kind of proves it, but that's still like an overtly political show. I think a show that would be entertaining, a show that is in the night at night, that embraces memes, that covers news topics, but also covers entertainment topics and covers it in a format that even might have live music or might have, these are the things that I think would be successful. Now, maybe I just help produce that show. I don't know if I'm the right talent for that show. But we've had a lot of really good conversations about, you know, entertainment on the right that could be done so much better. There's a finite amount of people that can read other people's news articles on the internet for a career, and there's a finite number of people willing to consume that content. There is a much larger, as I try to ignore my dog alarm system going off. There's a much larger group of people willing to consume more like even-keeled content, funny content, comedy content. And it sounds like that's what he wants to put together. So I think my answer is yes, I will join him in some capacity. But we haven't really figured that out yet. And I think that I will, in the beginning stages, I would rather facilitate other creators to get with him and work with him and help him develop that talent, as opposed to immediately create another show. You know, I already do a live stream every morning now, and now I have 5 videos a day. You know, at some point I'd have to trade it off, you know, in order to do that. And I'm not sure what that looks like yet. But I have talked to him about working with him. I'm 100% open to it. But I also, as a friend, want to help him develop this, just figure it all out, see what it looks like. I know there'll always be a place for me there. So I'm not rushing into anything. We've talked, we've fleshed out some ideas. I will definitely support him 100%. But right now I've got something that's brewing in the back too, that I've been working on with several other content creators, that is coming out probably in the next 3 weeks. It's very close. That I've been working on in the back, you know, so maybe once I get past that, and obviously my hot sauce brand hot sauce, you know, coffee brand coffee has to get to a better spot, you know, where it continues to grow. By the way, if you made it this far in the video, I run a coffee company. It's called Coffee Brand Coffee. I'm going to put a secret promo code in the description for you to save 10% off. I roast all of my beans. I work on all my flavors. I tweak all my flavors. I'm deeply involved in everything. This is not some YouTuber dropship coffee company. From soup to nuts, this is under, you know, my direct supervision. Obviously, the master roaster handles, you know, the important roasting decisions. I'm not a master roaster. But, and I wanted to let people know K-Cups are back in stock. So a lot of people were out of medium roast K-Cups for a while. They're back in stock. We have dark roast. We're working on some flavoreds. We also have a dozen organic teas. So I've got to get Coffee Brand Coffee going, you know. Can't have too many irons in the fire, but I can promise you I'll have Crowder's back 110%, because, you know, he is, I think what he's doing is super important. So welcome back, Crowder. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to it, please leave a like on it and make sure you subscribe down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.